Hi guys. What I want to do first here is show you exactly how you create an ad from logging in to building and finishing that ad, and then how you create a store and how you create screens in that store, and then how you assign the content you've just created to one of those screens. So this is the first thing you're going to see when you log in. You want to click the drop-down arrow beside Help. You want to go to the Philips Media Library. You want to choose a folder. I'm going to click Joe. I'm going to click Menu in the middle panel. I'm going to click Plus. I'm going to call this Campbell's, and this is the ad you guys will be building. I'm going to full screen the editor by clicking the double arrow on the top right. I'm going to click the question mark in the circle. This is going to expand the right-hand menu so you can tell what these icons mean. I'm going to go to the Preview panel. I'm going to click on the Responsive tab, and then I'm going to go to Full Screen. Okay? Full screen has landscape and portrait. We will start in landscape. And I'll start with a 16:9. Click on it once to activate. Click again to go into it. My next step is to click on my assets panel, click upload, and upload the set of images that I will be sending you. Once these images have uploaded, I click the rectangular button above the plus to set a background. I can turn a grid on to align objects. And then it's just a matter of dragging and dropping objects onto the canvas, like so. And once I've dragged my objects onto the canvas, I can reposition and resize them as I see fit. Make this heart a little bit smaller. Coupon a little bit bigger. And there we go. The ad is nearly done. I'm going to turn the grid off. I'm going to go to my animation panel. I'm going to click Add. This green rectangle you see here, this is frame 1. And on frame 1, it's telling me, this gray text that says hide, it's telling me that each and every object on the canvas is hidden during the first frame. So what I do is I select an object, I click show from the left-hand side, I can preview an animation by clicking the play button, and I can select an animation by clicking on it. I'll add another frame. On the second frame, I'll select another object, choose another animation, I'll add another frame, I'll click the heart, I'll click the coupon. So on the third frame, both the heart and the coupon will be coming in. I'll go back to the second frame. I'll click this 1S dropdown. This is the delay between frames. I'll set this to 3 seconds. I'll hit play. You'll see the Campbell's logo come in. There'll be a 1, 2, 3 second delay. Then the other 2 objects will come in. So animations are that easy. The next step is building out our other sizes. So going back to the preview panel and side-by-side view, I can build out the 3x2, 16x10, and the 4x3 all with one click. If I go into the 4x3 here, I can make changes. Maybe I want to edit exactly what my 4x3 looks like. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make this Are You Craving Crazy Flavor really big just to show you what's going on here. So once I save this, I'll go back to the side-by-side view, and we can see what my ad looks like in all 4 landscape aspect ratios. I'll go to my publishing panel. I'll click Visit Live Ad. And that's going to open this ad up in a full screen tab. And I'll show you exactly what's going on here. So the objects are going to animate in. Now, keep your eye on the Are You Craving Crazy Flavor. As I resize the window, you'll see it jump. See how big it gets there? That's because when we were back in the editor, we told the system that a 4x3 would have a massive Are You Craving Crazy Flavor, whereas the other sizes has a much smaller image. So the system is going to respond in between those aspect ratios. And when it approaches the 4x3 aspect ratio, like we just did, that Are You Craving Crazy Flavor is going to get big because it's taking on the layout we set for it in that breakpoint. Okay? The next step is to go back to the preview panel and go to the portrait sizes. We haven't built these out yet. I'll start with the 9x16. You'll see that we have all of our elements here, but they're not in the right place. So really quickly, we're going to go in here and adjust the location of these elements. It's pretty good. Also, take note of the dotted white lines that go to the center of the object I've selected and what percentage those show. That tells you percentage from the top and percentage from the right. So if you're trying to align objects or get an object to be centered, you can use those. I'll do the same thing with the coupon here. There we go. The other thing I'll do is I'll grab this double circle and set the background focus. So there we go. Get more of that soup bowl in there. I'll hit save, back to the side-by-side view. And now again, I can create the other sizes with one click. So There's our 10 by 16, there's our 2 by 3, there's our 3 by 4. If I want to go in and edit any of these sizes, I can go in there and do that really quickly. I can also set visibility of different items in a size. So for instance, this heart, I can make it invisible just on this size. So looking back here, see we've got the heart on the 2 by 3, the 9 by 16, and the 10 by 16, but there is no heart on the 3 by 4. The other thing I can do is actually import video. So I could have uploaded a video from my computer with this upload button. Has to be an MP4. I didn't do that. I can embed video though. So if I go to YouTube and I grab this YouTube link, I can paste the link directly in there, and then I can add that link directly to the page. Now this could be a YouTube link, this could be a Vimeo link, this could be a link to something hosted on your own server. It could also be a link to something like time.com. So if I go to time.com, and really we want time.com, and if I copy that URL of time.com, I can do the same thing, paste that URL in there, add it directly to the canvas, and because Time is a responsive website, I can drag it like I would any other element. And I have a fully interactive version of time.com. I'm just going to delete these two elements because we don't need them. I can also set individual click-through links. So I could click on the Campbell's logo. I can click on link from the left-hand side and set a URL. So when someone clicks on the Campbell's logo, they're taken to that URL. This $1 off coupon, imagine your client comes back to you and says, hey, this is the wrong coupon. I can actually select this blue coupon. I can go down here until I find the green coupon. I can hit the replace button, which is directly above the X, and that's actually going to swap out those coupons across all of the sizes. So when I go back to the side-by-side view, you can see we have a green coupon on all these sizes instead of a blue coupon. I can also preview this ad. So again, I'm clicking on the question mark to expand. I'm going to go to my Publish panel. I'm going to click Preview and Visualizer. Need to save first. Preview and Visualizer. And if I go over here to the Full Screen tab, it's going to show me all of the sizes of this ad that I've made and what they look like. And again, you can copy this URL and send this URL to a client. And then as you make changes in the editor while you're on the phone with them, you can hit save. They can refresh this page and they'll see those changes in real time. So that's the gist for content creation. I could have also gone to my preview panel and I could have gone to in-page sizes, 2 by 1, 3 by 1, etc., and built out those, but I won't waste your time doing that. So the next thing I'm going to do after creating my piece of content is click the drop-down beside the Philips Media Library and go to Home. Now, the layout on the left-hand side here is just for demos, but what I can do is click Menu, click Plus. I can create Store 9, hit Save. I can go into Store 9. Within Store 9, I can click Menu, and click Plus, Plus, Plus. I've added 3 screens to Store 9, and then I can click Menu, Edit, and I can rename those screens. So behind the deli, exit, washroom. Once I've done that, I actually want to go back to the drop-down arrow beside Home, and I want to navigate back to the Philips Media Library, where my Joe training folder is. Open up that folder, and here I can see my 2 Campbell's ads. Again, I'm going to go back to the drop-down arrow beside the Philips Media Library, select Home. I'm going to click Menu, Edit. I'm going to click on this drag icon, and I can actually drag content directly to Store 9. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it tells me Campbell's has been added to Store 9. Furthermore, I could go, again, drop down beside Home. I can go to Samples. I can go to the Digital Signage Coffee menu. I can go back to the drop-down, go back to Home, hit Menu, Edit, and drag the coffee shop menu onto Store 9. Now when I click on Store 9, you'll see we have 2 pieces of content, the Campbell's ad I built and the coffee shop menu. I'll click Menu, Edit, and then I can drag these pieces of content onto the Exit screen. And I can also, this 10S here tells me how long that piece of content is going to run for or display for. I can change this to whatever I want. Similarly, I can use the calendar here to schedule this content. So if I wanted to run Monday, Wednesday, Friday from X time to Y time. And once I've set up my playlist, I can actually click the open button here. That's going to open this playlist in a new screen. You can see add.nernet/playlist/the unique identifier. And you'll see there's our Campbell's ad that we just built. and then the coffee video will come next after about 20 seconds. But the cool thing about this is that, again, from the left-hand side, if I click Edit, I can drag Campbell's up to that exit screen again. So now I have Campbell's, coffee, Campbell's, and then you saw the playlist refresh. So the change has been pushed in real time to the playlist. So now when the playlist plays through, it'll play Campbell's twice with coffee in the middle.